Hey everyone, you're watching Raw Reveal Network, your trusted source for all WWE matches, rumors, and updates. Hit that bell and let's dive in. Roman Reigns has spent over a decade shaping the modern identity of WWE. Today, May 25th, 2025, marks a major milestone, his 40th birthday. Even during his current break from weekly programming, Reigns continues to dominate headlines and capture the admiration of fans worldwide. Just yesterday, he crossed 10 million followers on Instagram. Another testament to the cultural impact of the original tribal chief, the man who carried the industry on his shoulders during one of the most successful eras in WWE history. A look back at recent turmoil in Roman's storyline. Reigns' recent absence from TV hasn't come out of nowhere. Following WrestleMania 41, the aftermath of his intense battles has created a wave of storyline betrayals and unexpected turns. Seth Rollins, once his Shield brother, took advantage of Roman's vulnerable state during the Raw episode after WrestleMania, aided by Braun Breaker. The attack left Reigns sidelined, forcing him out of the weekly spotlight. Rollins' growing faction has grown even more dangerous after adding Bronson Reed to the mix. Now, with Seth targeting top stars like Sami Zayn and CM Punk ahead of Money in the Bank, many believe WWE desperately needs Roman's return to restore balance, the weight of betrayal and the future of the bloodline. If there is one theme that has followed Roman Reigns throughout his career, it is betrayal. From Shield brothers to bloodline family fractures. Roman has endured more emotional and strategic blindsides than any top star in recent memory. His most dramatic betrayal came at WrestleMania 41 when Paul Heyman, the longtime wise man, aligned with Seth Rollins in a shocking twist. With Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and Sami Zayn all thriving as singles competitors, a bloodline reunion seems unlikely anytime soon. And yet, the echoes of that legendary faction still influence every direction Roman's story could take. Rikishi weighs in. Is Roman planning his own return strategy? WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi, father of Solo Sikoa and the Usos, recently shared his thoughts on a potential Roman Reigns comeback during an episode of his podcast. With his trademark confidence, he insisted that Roman is far from idle. Rikishi suggested that Roman is working on a project, hinting at a calculated return rather than a passive waiting period. His message was simple. Roman knows he's been wronged, and he isn't the type to sit still. With everything happening around him, Roman is conspiring, Rikishi teased, implying that the tribal chief's comeback could be more explosive than fans expect. Why WWE needs Roman Reigns back sooner rather than later. Saturday night's main event added another layer of chaos to the already unstable WWE landscape. Bronson Reed's interference allowed Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker to pick up a major victory over CM Punk and Sami Zayn. Reed's alliance with Seth has now tilted the power structure heavily in Rollins' favor. Without Roman Reigns, no major superstar is positioned strongly enough to challenge Seth's momentum. That's why whispers are growing louder. WWE may be building toward a massive Roman Reigns return, potentially around Money in the Bank or SummerSlam season. 3 possible ways Roman Reigns could re-enter WWE programming. The creative team has multiple paths available to bring the original tribal chief back into the fold, and each option could reshape WWE's landscape. The first is the return of a new wise man, a role historically filled by Paul Heyman. With Heyman's betrayal still fresh, many believe Roman could align with Rikishi, adding gravitas, heritage, and a fresh dynamic to the role. The second possibility is that Roman forms an entirely new faction, especially with Seth Rollins building his own powerhouse unit. A team-up with CM Punk and Sami Zayn, 2 men who currently share common enemies, could be a compelling temporary alliance built around necessity and survival. The third and most dramatic option is a solo return, where Roman reclaims his dominance without any outside assistance, channeling all the power and presence he displayed during his historic championship run honoring Ronda Rousey, a trailblazer in combat sports and WWE. While Roman's storyline dominates WWE conversation, another name always deserves recognition. Ronda Rousey. A phenomenon in both MMA and professional wrestling, Rousey has crafted a career defined by discipline, resilience, and trailblazing achievements. From her Olympic bronze medal in judo at the 2008 Beijing Olympics to becoming UFC's first women's bantamweight champion, her impact in combat sports is undeniable. When she transitioned to WWE in 2018, she immediately became a top performer, winning a title in her debut year and headlining Evolution, WWE's first all-women's pay-per-view. Her charisma, presence, and authenticity have earned her millions of fans across the globe. Ronda Rousey's personal life and family journey. Outside the ring, Ronda Rousey's life is equally inspiring. She married former UFC fighter Travis Browne in 2017 in a beautiful ceremony in Hawaii. Their partnership has always been rooted in mutual respect and shared values. Browne supported Ronda's move to WWE from day one, often appearing ringside as she made her transition to a new sport. Today, Ronda and Travis are building a grounded, quiet life away from the spotlight. They own approximately 4,000 acres of ranch land in southern Oregon called Rousey Acres, a family project aimed at sustainable living, raising animals ethically, and creating a healthier lifestyle for their children. Ronda has often said that ranch life brings her peace and balance in a way the spotlight never could. A look at Ronda's MMA legacy and Hall of Fame honors. Ronda's achievements in the UFC remain unmatched. She defended her championship 6 consecutive times and helped shape the future of women's MMA. Her victories over notable fighters like Miesha Tate, Sarah McMahon, and Kat Zingano remain some of the most iconic moments in UFC history. While her career ended after 2 high-profile losses, those setbacks only emphasized her humanity and made her transition to WWE even more meaningful. In 2018, she was inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame, becoming the first woman ever to receive the honor. Today, she is still considered one of the most influential figures in combat sports. Ronda Rousey's family and early life. Born to a family of strong women, Ronda grew up with her mother, Anne Maria DeMars, a world judo champion. Her father, Ronald Rousey, passed away when she was young, a tragedy that deeply shaped her life. With 3 sisters, Maria, Julia, and Jennifer, Ronda was raised in a home filled with resilience and discipline. Her oldest sister, Maria, is a sports journalist, while her other siblings prefer to live outside the spotlight. Ronda, now a mother herself, has often spoken about how motherhood has reshaped her perspective, softened her approach to self-criticism, and given her life new meaning. The crossroads of WWE and UFC. After the TKO merger, the 2023 merger between WWE and UFC under TKO Group Holdings created an unprecedented connection between pro wrestling and mixed martial arts. While the industries have always shared some crossover athletes, this merger symbolized a new era of collaboration. Ronda Rousey remains the most successful athlete to bridge both worlds, proving that athleticism, discipline, and charisma can transcend sports. Her legacy continues to inspire rising stars who see both wrestling and MMA as possible paths, a future filled with possibility for Roman Reigns and WWE. As the wrestling world looks ahead, both Roman Reigns and Ronda Rousey remain towering figures. One actively shaping WWE's future, the other leaving a lasting legacy on both MMA and wrestling. Roman's eventual return could be one of the most influential events of the year, with major storyline shifts waiting to unfold. Whether he brings back a new wise man, forms a new faction, or returns as a lone warrior, fans everywhere know one thing. When Roman Reigns comes back, the entire WWE landscape changes.